Good morning, dear children. Enjoying the holidays? Which holidays are these? COVID-19 holidays. We have come to 20 also. 2020, June. Schools have not yet opened physically. But, see, we are all very good children. Learning, still sitting at home, listening to the teachers. Lovely children, you are all. Truly, very, very lovely children. Okay, and very good. I want to appreciate those children, those who are working on the exercises, what I am giving and posting me back. Right? That's a very, very good job. It should be appreciated. So, applauds to you all. Right? So now the next topic. So yesterday we discussed about Indian system and international system of numbers, and you did a very marvelous job in writing the number names, locating the digit under millions, billions and all that. Even though it's something new to you, you did very well, very good. So it's with the same energy and with the same zeal. Let us proceed to the next topic. Okay, right. So what is the next topic? Rounding off the number. Number, this is short form. NO dot is short form. You can write NUMBER in your notebook because I have very less space, therefore I am writing like this. But it is better you also learn how to write the short forms, right? 2. Nearest value. What is this, ma'am, again? Number has its own value, no? Why are you writing the nearest value? Yes, we need this. In some cases when you move to the further classes. Absolutely, you can't just simply say that this is the actual number. Sometimes in the daily life we need to know it. Suppose if your father goes out and purchases something, right? It costs around 49 rupees 50 paisa or something. So when your mom asks, what is the cost of that? Next time when I go out, I should know this, no? So then he would be saying around 50 rupees. He didn't say it to be 49 rupees 50 paisa. So here what is happening? 49 rupees is almost equal to 50 rupees. Even you have 50 paisa also there. So much difference is not there. Much difference is not there. So we usually speak about that number which is rounded. We call it as rounded. So very nearest rounded number is 50. Even in your earlier classes, without knowing this concept of rounding that you are going to learn now, your teachers might have taught you like that only always. Like how? Skip counting by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Try to recollect those lovely days when you have learned rhymes, drawing, coloring and happily dancing, singing and all that, as well as learning happened there, right? So 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s. And if it is like when you were taught to learn how to write hundreds, numbers in hundreds, so 100, 101, 102, and then they have introduced you again skip counting by 100, saying 100, 200, 300, 400. And then again in thousands, 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000. Like these are all called rounded numbers. Right? So always in mathematics, we round the number to the nearest such numbers like tens or hundreds or thousands. We round the numbers to the nearest tens, hundreds or thousands. Okay, right. Now here, for nearest 10, let us see how to round a number to the nearest tens. Nearest tens. Let me take one example first. Suppose if I say a number 6 I am taking here. 6. You guess and say it is closer to which number? 0 or 10? 6 lies where? 6 lies between 0 and 10. That so absolutely you know it. You are very intelligent children. It lies between 0 and 10. How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? So it lies somewhere here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where is 6? 6 is very nearer to 10. 6 is very nearer to 10. Yes. So therefore the nearest 10 value, 10's value is 10 here. You are right. Your guessing is right. So where it is? 6 is very near to 10. 6 is very near to 10. Now suppose if I take 3. If I take 3, 1, 2, 3, here itself, right? Here itself, the number is, this number is very near to what? 0. This number is very near to what? 0. So, the nearest value in tens, nearest tens means it is 0 because it lies between 0 and 10. It lies between 0 and 10. Ma'am, you are saying it is nearest tens and you are making it 0. What is the sense in it? Yes, really. See, because to which number we have to like equate the given number to the nearest value is, first point is that where it lies, that you should see. 0 and 10, now both the numbers what we have taken lie between 0 and 10. That means this number may be closer to either 10 or to 0. So now 6 is closer to 10, therefore I said like the nearest value is 10. 3 is very closer to 0, therefore I said it is 0. Now suppose if I have taken 22. What is my next example? 22. 22. Come on children, now where does it lie? Yes, between 20 and 30. How do you learn the numbers? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. After 20 only you will be getting. And therefore it lies between 20 and 30. Right, 21, 22. So here lies 22. Here lies 22. Where is 22? Is it near to 20 or 30? Yes, it is near to 20. Now guess what? Guess what? Nothing is there. We know it. So the nearest value of 20, right? Rounded off to nearest tens. Right? This number is rounded off to the nearest value. Like by what? Nearest tens. We are counting in tens now. See, everywhere 10 is the difference. Everywhere 10 is the difference. All this explanation, whatever I am giving to you, you have to store in your mind, not only in the book. So if you store it in the book, if you miss the book, you will miss the concept. But if you store it in your brain, it will be with you always. So what's the best storing place? Yes, it is your brain. And you are all very intelligent, you have so much memory, and thus you can easily store it. So learn now. Right, 22. So the nearest tens, it lies with 20. Suppose if I take 48. Next example, 48. 48, where does it lie? 40. Between 40 and 50, because after 40 only you will get 48. So 41, 42, 43, so on. Somewhere here it lies. 48. Yes, I know you are very thrilled to say that it is very close to 50. It is very close to 50. Yes, the nearest, the number which is, that means 48 is rounded to nearest tens. You will get 50. Right, 48 when rounded to the nearest tens, you will get 50. Suppose if I take 41, what happens? Very simple, ma'am, we know it. Here it comes 41, very close to 40. So I'll take the other example as 41. 41 is rounded off to nearest 10 and that is going to be 40. Clear? Very easy if you try to understand it. Very easy. So what is the first point you have to keep in mind? Whenever it is nearest tens, this kind of number line you have to draw. Where 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, skip counting by 20 tens. Try to recollect that what you have learnt in LKG, UKG, class 1, class 2, class 3. Wow, very thrilling mathematics at that time, right? So even now it is, right? Now you have to keep in your mind what? Skip counting by tens. And now the next point is, the second point is, where the given number lies. Between which two tens? 0 and 10, or 10 and 20, or 20 and 30, 30 and 40, where it lies. That is very important. Then now we should check to which number it is very, very near to. To which number? So whenever you see that which number it is very near to, very easily you can write now as we have done it here. Now the problem is, yes, any smart child will be asking now, madam, if it lies exactly between. Oh, yes, true. Right, if it lies exactly between two. Likewise, I'll take 15. 15, where does it lie? Exactly midway. 0 and then 5 units here, 5 units here. Ma'am, it is exactly in the middle. So, I think this is 5 I have taken. Okay, I'll take 15. This lies between 10 and 20. This is 15. Exactly between 10 and 20. And if it is 5, it is exactly between 0 and 10. And if it is 25, it is exactly between 20 and 30. Then what should we do, ma'am? So this itself is the rounded number? No. There is a rule. This is the third point that you have to remember. There is a rule that if it lies exactly at the mid or greater than that mid value, always it will be rounded to the next nearest tens. Next nearest tens. So that means this value is tending to move towards the next one. So if it is 5, 15 means 15 is tending to 20. 15 is moving to 20. 15 is moving towards 20. This is what we need to understand if it is exactly midway. Okay? If it is exactly midway. So 15 to 20. 5. Tell me what happens now 5? 5 is towards 10, not towards 0. Because always see, remember one thing, we want to have always more, is it not? If mummy gives one chocolate, what you will ask? Mummy, please, one more. Yes. And if it is milk, mummy don't want it. So milk, all milks fall towards 0, all chocolates fall towards 10. So we always want to have something more. So therefore when it is midway between, it is exactly between the two, at the center of the two numbers, always we want it to be more. So 5, it moves towards the bigger or the larger number, 10. Right, let me take 95. 95 is exactly between, come on say what and what? 90 and 100. And it is exactly between that and we move towards 100. So, we round it off to 100. Clear children now? So, this is how you are going to round a number to the nearest tens. Clear? Right. Now, we are going ahead. Next step. To nearest hundreds. Come on, tell me now. What is exactly midpoint between 0 and 100? Tell me. On both sides you should have equal units or equal divisions or equal number of numbers. 50. Yes, 50, 50, 50%. Isn't it? Cracked jack 50, 50, 50 sugar, 50 salt. All 50, 50. You know 50, 50 means half here, half there. Exactly at the middle. Right? So 50. Here what is the point? 150 between 100 and 200. It should be more than 100. And 50 units added. 100 plus 50, 150. 200 plus 50, 250. 300 plus 50, 350. 400 plus 50, 450. And so on. And so on. Right. Now the point here is, suppose if I take 37. If I take 37, Now I'm asking you to nearest hundreds, not tens. Tens means you will come here. And 37 is tending to 40, you will write it as 40. Done. But what is the question asked here? Question asked here is for nearest hundreds. 37, where does it lie? Now, in the mind you have to go skip counting by hundreds. 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Because what I am asking? Hundreds. Very simple. Now, erase this from your mind. In the processing pad where you calculate, there now you draw 0, 100, 200, 300 and so on. Now here 37, where will it fall? So between 0 and 50, it is less than 50, is it not? Somewhere here. That means somewhere here. It is very near to what? 0. It is very near to 0. So you will write it as 0. Ma'am, what is this? For 37 in nearest tens you are taking 40. But when I am taking it for 100, you are saying it is 0. I will explain you here. Suppose for 40 marks if you get 37, what happens? Mommy will give you a big cake in the evening. Right? Out of 40 marks, if you get 37 marks, you will come very happily and say, Mama, I lost only 3 marks. I got 37. Big number, isn't it? In denominator when you have 40. For 40 marks, if you get 37 in classroom, even your teacher says, very good, very good, very good. But for 100,